Hey, it's Maximo. In today's trip, we'll be riding the luxurious Gran Class on the fantastic Hokuriku Shinkansen from Tokyo to Kurobe-Unazukionsen Onsen Station. Join me. Hey there and welcome to Maximo's Travels. This video will feature an end-to-end experience in the luxury Gran Class on the Hokuriku Shinkansen from Tokyo to Kurobe-Unazukionsen Onsen, and then we catch a small regional train to the small village of Unazuki Onsen. So if you're a train buff or are into luxury travel or quaint regional train travel, then this one's for you. So our journey began the day before when we went to Tokyo Station. We checked out the old and historic station and had a really nice look around. At the same time, our main purpose was to buy tickets for the next day on the Shinkansen. There wasn't much of a queue and it didn't take us long to get our tickets. We decided to go for the Gran Class because we just wanted maybe a little bit special experience. The tickets for the Gran Class was around 21,240 Japanese yen each. Tokyo Station's so busy and unique, it gets more than 500,000 passengers per day through its doors. A Gran Class ticket gives you complimentary access to the View Gold Lounge at Tokyo Station. It's located in the Central Exit on the concourse, a little bit hard to find, but it's a tranquil place to have a tea or coffee or a bite to eat. It doesn't serve alcohol. So we spent about 3/4 of an hour here and then made our way to the platform via some bento and onigiri stores. I picked up a few onigiri for the trip on the train. We got to the platform and did what a lot of other people did, and that's have a look at some of the other Shinkansens that were leaving from different places from Tokyo Station. There's always a fascination with the Shinkansens. They're magical machines. The trip was around 2 hours and 17 minutes and it covered about 336 kilometres. Quite fast for such a long distance. This isn't our train, but one of the other Shinkansens going to the north of the main island of Japan. Our train was next, the 11:24 to Kanazawa. We didn't have long to wait for it. We made our way to carriage number 12 for our reserve seat in Gran Class. We did wait a few minutes for all the passengers to exit and for the cleaning crew to go through the train and make sure everything was spotlessly cleaned and properly aligned. The Japanese have such attention to detail. It was quite exciting. It was time to board and find our way to our reserved allotted seats. The seats were in a 2-1 configuration. Joe and I had adjoining seats and they were super comfortable, heaps of leg room. They reclined a fair way. The carriage was quite quiet and the whole thing oozed luxury.
本日も北陸新幹線をご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。 この電車は白鷹号長野経由金沢行きです。次は上野に停まります。
Welcome on board the Hokuriku Shinkansen. This is a Hakutaka Super Express bound for Kanazawa via Nagano. The next stop will be Ueno.
Yes, the seats were super comfortable, and yes, I did enjoy pressing all those buttons until I got to my optimal seating comfort level. It was fantastic. Gran Class is just a huge, comfortable, luxurious ride. The cabin is quite quiet, and you wouldn't realise that you're going at speeds of upwards of 260 kilometres per hour unless you happen to glance out the window at the rushing scenery that's going past you. Unlike other Gran Class experiences, there's no food or drinks served on this line, hence the reason why we bought some food for the trip. There was a lady with a trolley that came by a couple of times, and food and beverages were available for purchase. I mean, the only bad thing about this trip was that it was too short. It was only just around about 2.25 hours to cover the 336 kilometres, and I would have liked to have spent more time in this cocooned luxury. And that's Joe showing off the complimentary slippers that we each received. It's one of the most luxurious experiences I've had. Just the amenity of the cabin, the richness of the burgundy walls, the plush white seats were super comfortable and super adjustable. The toilets were large and clean and bright. Just a very, very pleasant, luxurious experience. We thoroughly enjoyed our ride in Gran Class. We thought that the premium over the Gran Class or even the standard fare was worth it just for the experience. It was really good to soak up some of the luxury in absolute comfort. I would hardly recommend the Gran Class for anyone that was travelling on the Shinkansen at least once in their journey to Japan. We got off our train at Kurobe-Unazukionsen Onsen Station just in time for another Shinkansen to rush by. We then realised we had about 7 minutes to walk the couple of hundred metres from one station to another to catch the small regional train, and the station staff did everything in their power to actually get us on that train. The journey is via regional railway, going through spectacular valleys and gorges in a quaint, rickety regional train. Quite a contrast with the luxury that we've just come out of. This train didn't even have air conditioning. It went quite slowly. It took around 30 minutes to cover the 13-kilometre journey, although it was quite interesting going through the little towns and stopping at all the stations along the way. The cost of this was only 640 yen each way. We thoroughly enjoyed this train trip. We contrasted the smooth, fast luxury of the Gran Class on the Shinkansen with the quaint, rickety regional service of the line out to the onsen town. If you've liked this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and consider hitting the notify button to be notified of all my future videos. If you'd like to support this channel, please consider buying me a coffee. You can access it via the QR code on the screen or in a link in the description. And until our next adventures, bye now.